guys, welcome to the channel of love. Okay, this is like take 3. This is taking like the piss a little bit. I'm struggling to get a reading out. I'm not going to say that though, although I've just said that. We're going to do a Celtic cross. We're going to do it with the Rider-Waite Tarot. I was trying to work with the Psychic Tarot. These stories are just very deep for a Saturday. So we're going to go again. Take 3. So I've chosen some different cards. I've gone for the random cards. I've gone for the Channel of Love cards. I have these new emotion cards. I don't even have to look the right way. Let's have a look. Let's put them around the right way. And I might see it, have a look at what energy, emotion is present. I've worked on a couple of these cards. I've done a couple of images, but okay, so let's start with, let's see what the emotion is. Whoa, I just went really dizzy then. Okay, whoa, okay. Oh, it all went swayy. Okay, it's 1:44 in the afternoon. Well, 1344. Let's have a look at today's emotion. Bored. That was the stories that were coming out. It's like, what are we actually going to talk about? We're going to talk about everything. The first reading I done could have gone on for about 4 hours. I got about 20 minutes into it. Thought I'll turn it off. And it wasn't even recording anyway. Seriously. The second reading I done using the Psychic Tarot, 26 minutes. And it was like, I'm stopping this. This is just... I've drank like nearly all my coffee and I had a big cup of coffee prepared. Okay, let's give us another emotion that you're feeling. What's your mood? Bored? Surprised? One more? Flattered. As I was just about to say, oh, my eyes are like, oh... Tired, sleepy, surprised, flattered, bored, surprised and flattered. Sleepy. Yeah, sleepy. Life's a little bit boring at the moment. What are you surprised about and flattered about? Feeling sleepy or dreamy? Well, let's go to the Channel of Love cards. We get to the Rider-Waite in a moment. Let's see if it will tell us whose energy is bored. Tradition, which makes me feel both of you. The 5 and the 5, 55, if you've been seeing 55 around, I feel like your partner's seeing the same, your divine counterpart seeing the same. You're both bored. And you're both in this transitional stage. With it took me to the 5 of Pentacles. 5 of Pentacles with the 5 of Pentacles makes the legacy. You're both bored. Okay. Feels like you're both daydreaming. And that's it, daydreaming about each other. Okay. Now, why are you surprised? I believe because you both know you're doing this at the same time, you're syncing up. Even though it feels like you're at like both ends of the spectrum, you're syncing up. So you're seeing the signs, synchronizations, and you're surprised. Perfect. Everything's in sync. You're surprised at how, even though you're bored, every time you try and sync up with your divine counterpart, you're surprised it works out perfectly. You feel completely in sync here. The 19 with the 19, that's one step away from the 20. And I feel that 20 is about you both completing what you needed to complete so that you can go on to this new beginning. So now we're flattered. Why are we flattered? Mr. Romantic. Okay. So the Divine Masculine, he's playing with this. Sign synchronization, and he's flattered. It's making him feel good because he's feeling in sync. He's feeling romantic. Let's use the random cards. Let's look at the bottom first. Sleepy, the awakening of the student. Divine Masculine's awake to signs and synchronizations, and he's surprised. I feel like he's laughing to himself. Many a times I laugh out loud, and I mean, I do talk to myself a lot, but am I really talking to myself? Laughing out loud of what you'll be thinking, and then, you know, you'll turn the radio on, or you'll just immediately see a sign, something will pop up on your phone, and you just have a giggle to yourself. It makes you feel good when you're kind of in sync with the universe. So the awakening of the student, and he's sleepy. Okay, so it's like stardust. I don't want to say like sleepy dust in the eye. It's like stardust in the eye. It's like he's just wiping his eyes. So bored. Tradition. Tradition card is the Hierophant. So this will be divinely orchestrated. Yeah. Divinely orchestrated. Manipulation? No. I feel that you might look at it as being like that you're being manipulated by the divine, but you're teasing each other. So you're playing with the signs and synchronizations, and you both know that you're doing it. I'm going to get another one for here. So you're bored, but it's like divine's kind of stepped in. This is like a it feels like you can't really settle, you can't focus on television, or you don't want to watch a movie. You just like looking for like the signs. Interesting, because even if you do watch a movie, you're going to see them. Okay, you will definitely see all the signs and synchronizations. Whenever I watch a movie, especially like, say later on this evening, there'll be so much in that movie that comes in with this reading. And it's just like, you just sit there and say, come on then, let's just clarify it. So we've got a movie. Now this movie here, it's actually in reverse. Don't want to watch a movie. It's like, am I being teased? It was picking up on yesterday, actually, about the Divine Masculine kind of going, like, has she put a spell on me? And it's just like, no, this is the universe doing this. And then we've got, I'm sorry. So we can have a look and see what's the sorry about. I do feel a little bit it's the Divine Feminine saying to the Divine Masculine, I'm sorry, you know, I don't really have any control. I do know that there's a bombardment of them because the Divine Feminine receives them. Treat. No, okay. This is when the Divine Masculine kind of says, no, it's okay, I like them. It's a nice surprise, it's a treat, it's perfect. So wherever he is and whatever he's doing, he just has these constant reminders. He's just in this world of like daydreaming. But he's awake. So throughout the day he's dreaming and he's seeing all the signs. He's awake. He's waking up. Treat. Then we have surprised, perfect. So, is that you, Divine Feminine, surprised that the Divine Masculine says, no, I like it, carry on. Yeah, just, you know what, it's like, you know what you're doing to tease me, Divine Feminine, because we're not like stupid, are we? No. And it's just like, carry on doing it. He likes it. It's perfect. 69. It's a yin yang coming together here. It's nice, you're both very much in sync. There's not really much more else to say about it. Perfect. It's all clicking, and I mean that's kind of like in the mind, it's all making sense, putting all the signs, synchronizations together. There are so many people that see no signs, synchronizations. They're like sleepwalking through life, and the Divine Masculine's daydreaming through life. You are my sunshine. Perfect. of course, with the sun card, surprise. You are my sunshine. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are grey. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. He may not admit to this. He doesn't need to. He might. But he might be a little bit embarrassed because he's really in this kind of like playing along mode. But please don't take my sunshine away. Don't take it away from him. He likes this. This is a time that he's cherishing. He's never going to forget the syncing up part of this when it all just made sense. When part of this journey, it's perfect. So we have flattered, Mr. Romantic, or Mr. Lover. They call him Mr. Bombastic. Okay. Father, relocation, okay, seeing as we have the Divine Father on the table, not you, Divine Masculine, even though that's what you're working towards, you're not there quite yet. This is the Hierophant. The signs that you're being given, because there's a bit of manipulation going on here, the signs you're being given is like maybe for you to actually relocate. I don't know why we got the Flattered card. Is this the Divine Feminine? It's flattered. Because I believe you want to be closer to her. You want that sunshine. You don't want it to be taken away. So I believe you're actually thinking about relocating to be near the Divine Feminine. Let's look at these three cards. Yeah, you're greedy. So you want this sunshine kind of all the time. It's like you don't just want it in the signs, synchronizations. You want to be able to feel it. I don't know what these cards say, but I do feel as if maybe you're wanting to actually discuss the signs and synchronizations. You could be bored of playing this game now. You might feel as if it is manipulation taking place. There's this energy here of actually finding out. SOS. SOS, please someone help me. It's not healthy. So, wow, you were living this world. It's amazing. Signs and synchronizations. There's no way that you can kind of go back and listen to a song or watch a movie or notice signboards without syncing it up to life. Lover. Okay. So, wanting to be close. Save our souls. We've been lost in the world of daydream. Okay. Oh, I've got a sun in reverse. Okay. The sun in reverse is, I said that Divine Father could be you, Divine Masculine, just not maybe quite yet. If you're the sun and you're in reverse, then you could be acting a little bit boyish. So, are you acting boyish? Well, you've got Mr. Romantic here, and it looks like you kind of playing around with signs and synchronization. So, okay, so that sun in reverse makes me feel as if, it's time for you to step up and actually be this divine masterpiece. Are you a divine masterpiece? That is in sync with the universe, and you can't just hide that. When you're in sync, you just kind of go about your business, being guided every step of the way. Okay. And there's still this, you're just waking up to it. So you're not going to be as confident about speaking about the sign synchronizations, trusting them, but you are going to become aware of them, for sure. For sure. And I believe that's happened. If not, wait for the bombardment. It's already here. You're playing with it. You recognise it. Okay. Let's pull this Celtic cross. Where are you off to? Two of Cups. Just have some time alone, some time on your own. Some time. What do you want? Time alone or time on your own with the Divine Feminine? Well, you want to be closer. You're in between two towns, two cities here. So it feels like you kind of hit the road, but you're not sure if you want to be on your own. There's definitely this energy of wanting to be close to the Divine Feminine. So do you just want to be like closer to her? Unless you're actually kind of like scanning her area. So you could be doing some research yourself. Because we've got relocation here, and it sounds like you've got to step up and kind of make some kind of move towards the Divine Feminine, rather than just living in this world of coincidences. It's like, no, this is a sign. So you're here. The Four of Pentacles about building firm foundations, and I feel like you're kind of on the road, but you're still closed off. You're not sure maybe about how much, like, what your expenditure will cover. I don't normally use that word. So, and then we have the Divine Feminine. She's at home. Oh, I'm not doing a Celtic cross apparently. Okay. And there's a masculine taking a leap of faith towards the Divine Feminine. And there's the Divine Feminine again. But she's in the Queen of Wands energy, which means that let me see what comes out after the Queen of Wands. Making a decision. So the Divine Feminine senses that you're getting closer and that you do need to make a decision. Like, that time's fastly approaching. Destiny. Your wheel's going to turn. Okay. So the Divine Feminine can feel that there's wind, a change of wind in the air. She might be able to smell you coming. But seriously, she might get to a whiff of your aroma. And that's nothing to do with aftershave or anything like that. That's just you have your own unique smell. She'll know the smell that kind of reminds her of you. So you've got the Eight of Cups here. You're walking away. Do you want to be alone, or do you want to be alone with the Divine Feminine? I can't remember what I said, but do you want to be alone, or do you want to be on your own with the Divine Feminine? Well, you can see there's the towns behind you here. You're not sure. You do want to be the king. There's a nice breeze that's just come through. I wouldn't know where that would come through from. That wind's not big enough to give me a breeze like that. Something's in the air. Okay, well, you have the Divine Feminine here. You seem to have a castle, your side, Divine Masculine. And the Divine Feminine here, interesting. Have a look, because you've got the cities, okay, or the towns. On the Divine Feminine side, if you can see that orange, it's just above mine now there, it looks like a key. So there you are. Where do you go? Do you cross over into the Divine Feminine's territory? Is that the key? That you're to move towards a divine feminine? It looks that way. You're leaving your land anyway, because it looks like you're just about to jump off that cliff. So the Fool, he takes that leap of faith. Now behind the Fool, I felt the powerful, like, magnetic energy with the sign synchronizations. If you want to say the manipulation, enough of the teasing. This is the divine feminine when she's actually like working her magic. She's got a black cat. And I feel it's the masculine thinking, is she behind this? Well, meaning, are the sign synchronizations, they're appearing to sync up with her, but do they? Is she receiving the same signs? Like for real? Now, the only way you're going to find out is to make a decision to uncover. Now, the only thing that's covered up is the divine feminine now. In that cup. You can see what everything else is. And it looks like that moment's come. The Tower's here. Let's find out. Divine Masculine. Let's pull you a card from the Chakra Wisdom Oracle deck. We'll pull one for the Divine Feminine as well. Let's see what you're both up to. Divine Masculine. Passion. Well, the Feminine's got a book here. Let's read what the card means. She looks very much like the Queen of Wands. Well, the only feminines we have on the table is the Divine Feminine, the Queen of Wands, the Divine Feminine. Got someone coming out of the Tower here. And then we have someone covered up under a sheet, like a ghost. Ooh. Have you had your Divine Feminine pay you a visit and she's actually appeared in front of you? Well, we've got passion. She has a passion for purpose, that one, doesn't she? Princess of Amber. Oh, it's like the colour I'm wearing today, look. I quietly sizzle and shine. See the Divine Feminine? She's just quietly sizzling and shining. Okay, let's have a look at the legend. The Princess of Amber spends her time volunteering. No person or task is beneath her. She loves her subjects and looks after them like a loyal servant. So, does your Divine Feminine have anything to do with this? Well, she does like to volunteer her energy and put it out there, let's say that. And she does love her subjects. If you're her subjects, then yes, and looks after them as a loyal servant. When the newspaper criticise her, her family begs her to behave more like royalty. She refuses. The people hold a free election, and to the surprise of the aristocracy, is that how you say that? Vote for the princess as their new leader. So, the Divine Feminine, she just doesn't kind of give up, does she? On you, Divine Masculine. The inspiration, you are correct to feel passionate about your position. Follow your instincts, for you know intuitively what is right for you. And I believe this this energy here is really, you know the Divine Feminine is right for you. Okay. Personal inquiry. Are my daily actions supporting my real passion? What am I willing to stand for? Well, if you're just following the signs and synchronizations and you feel you're pairing up with someone else and they're doing the same, imagine what it's going to be like when you're together. You get to share the signs synchronizations together rather than being on your own little kind of separate journeys that seem to be clashing. You can actually, with the yin yang here, bring it all together if you so will. Key ideas: following your passion, being authentic, taking a stand for yourself, being acknowledged, feeling ostracised by family, friends, being emotionally centred, strong feminine energy, and a happy outcome. Keywords: passion, bravery, royalty. Okay, so you're not really feeling as if wherever you are, you're just in this daydream. You're not really feeling as if you're connecting with anyone else in this world, maybe like you used to, because you just seem to be so connected to your divine counterpart. And it feels very much like it's a divine masculine who just can't seem to take his mind away from this. Okay, keywords: passion, bravery, royalty. What's the meditation? Ask yourself the following questions. What is my greatest strength? What are my challenges? How do I serve others? How can I serve myself? What represents love in my life? Close your eyes and invite the Princess of Amber to take a walk with you. What does she reveal to you? Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine, you're just in your own little world of... just in your own little world. We're getting apparently a secret language colour card. White, lighten up. Card number 24. White heals your body as a whole, clearing toxicity and assisting with purification. White also enhances clarity and understanding and can be very helpful in healing skin problems. Bringing peace and comfort at the highest level, white represents integrity, light, holiness, truth and surrender. Lighten up with white. Okay, lighten up. It doesn't seem to be very bright today. The feeling of lightness is a magnificent experience. It encompasses innocence, purity and joy. White brings this faith that you are completely loved, taken care of and supported. Close your eyes and imagine that you are standing on the biggest, most magnificent white crystal mountain. Inhale deeply, allowing the clear white light emanating from this mountain to purify, energize and enlighten you. Visualize yourself letting go of all the unnecessary baggage that you dragged up the mountain with you. How does it feel to be free of this baggage? I feel this is what you're doing here. Experience the ease in your body and soul as you look out from the mountain. Focus on circulating white light from the tips of your toes through your whole body. Feel your body softening and lightening up even more. You are getting ready to soar. Give yourself permission to soar. Look at this whitening up of the Divine Feminine's body here. You're just so drawn to it. You saw it. Say, I give myself permission to lighten up and experience ease in my body and soul. Okay, let's pull another card. Grief. Crying. Okay. Penelope and Pickle. Grief is love without a place to go. Penelope meets Pickle, the puppy, when she is at college. They go through everything together. When the day comes much later for Mother Earth to call Pickle home, he dies in Penelope's arms. Her friends are hard on her, suggesting that she should just get over her pet's death. Penelope knows she loved Pickle deeply and is simply in grief. Loving Pickle was worth every moment of sadness. When she is ready, she will love again. So I feel that this is feeling the loss for each other, especially the Divine Feminine here. It's like, because the energy came up on the Divine Feminine, she's not giving up on you, she loves you, Divine Masculine. She's not giving up on you. And, you know, if he wasn't here in physical form, then she would grieve deeply. It's love. Inspiration. Penelope and Pickle remind us that what we reveal, we can heal. Give yourself time, you will love again. If you honour your pain, it will change your life. Personal inquiry. Is lingering grief preventing me from progress? What can I see in my heart? Feeling grief, healing process, missing someone, something. Being unafraid of sadness, and love is on the horizon. So also you feeling this lost divine masculine, but you're living in this world of sinks, and it feels like the I'm sorry is coming through. And this could be about like kind of leaving the divine feminine. You just really want to be back in each other's arms. Maybe until like the day you do make your transition. Key ideas. I've already read that part. Let's go to keywords. Love, commitment, and vulnerability. Mediation. Mediation? I feel that's what you need. It's kind of like you need to have a good chat, the divine masculine, divine feminine in this case, because you're adoring each other from afar, and there's this fear of actually saying like, I missed you and I'm sorry. It's like that sorry seems to be the hardest word. So love, commitment and vulnerability. Let's do the meditation. Close your eyes and allow cleansing white light to wash over you. Invite someone you miss into the light. Feel the happiness this moment provides. Tell them how much you miss them. And let them tell you the same. Create space for another visit in the future if you wish. It's okay to miss someone. Deeply miss someone. And you can't just get over it. Okay, let's see what colour card wants to come out. Cherry. Live an extraordinary life. Cherry on the top. Cherry's not in here. So, can you visualise your own extraordinary life together? Live an extraordinary life. Yum. I want to see what the, I've got the wellbeing cards out today. Abraham Hicks wellbeing cards. All is well in your being. I bless and appreciate every religion. This is so much for you to actually, it's an important aspect for both of you to go on with your light work mission. I bless and appreciate every religion. Lots of judgment going on out there, big changes in our world. Differences of opinions, as always. There is something for everyone in this magnificent environment of wide diversity where we, as a people, can continue to take thoughts beyond that which it has been before. So we're speaking about your experiencing all the signs, and I said about, that needs to be shared, that actually, we are guided every step of the way. If we are told, how to tap into it, that it exists. Most people are not even told about sign synchronizations and that you have your own guidance system within you. We have all these little quotes and sayings that kind of make sense later on if we actually stop to have a think about the wording. But there is something for everyone in this magnificent environment of wide diversity where we, as a people, can continue to take thought beyond that which it has been before. You need those front runners, those people to lead the way. Oh, ouch. Leave the way. Okay. Lead the way. We are all working toward the same joy. That doesn't say that. We are all working towards the same goal. Joy. Butterfly outside. Whether it seems like it or not, you are all working towards the same ultimate goal of joy. You are just approaching things in different ways and all of it is working. Lost the plot a bit then. Okay. Anything I can imagine being, doing or having, I can be, do or have. Of course. The main event isn't the destination, it's my joyous journey. That reminds me of quotes that are up in people's houses. Have you ever been in people's houses and seen the quotes? Love. What else? Come on. This one here. The main event isn't the destination, it's my joyous journey. I've seen these quotes. And I know the people that kind of live in them houses. And I think, how often do you sit and look at your own quotes around your house? Become part of the furniture. Anyway, anything I can imagine being, doing or having, I can be, do or have. As you ask yourself why you want it, the essence of your desire is activated and the universe begins to bring it to you. It's as easy to create a castle as a button. We had that yesterday about the lottery. That's what it says in brackets, so we have to have a think about yesterday's reading. As you ask yourself why you want it, the essence of your desire is activated and the universe begins to bring it to you. It's as easy to create a castle as a button. Why do you want it? Your heart wants it, your soul wants it because it feels perfect, because it feels in alignment, because it feels like love. That's why you want it. One more. We spoke about the quotes and the things that we surround ourselves with that we don't actually live by. Well, some don't. I inhibit no one. We each create our own reality. Yes. As you find vibrational harmony with your desires, you are never inhibiting or preventing anyone else from living what they are creating, but you are controlling and creating your own reality. You and the Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine, I seem to be speaking to you directly. Okay, I'm coming back in with AJ Tracy live and direct. Okay, as you find vibrational harmony with your desires, you are never inhibiting or preventing anyone else from living what they are creating, but you are controlling and creating your own reality. And you and your Divine Feminine seem to be very aligned and creating kind of the same image, the reality that you're both looking for. Felt like you're a stick insect. A stick insect. You just want to kind of stick to the Divine Feminine. I don't know why we're getting another colour card, but we are. And it's peach. Inhale a breath of life. Peachy. Oh, it's the colour of the day then. We've had amber. We've got whatever abundance I seek is mine. It's the law. Whatever I desire and then allow, I must experience. There is no exception to that. Whatever I desire and then allow, I must experience. There is no exception to that. As I hold myself in vibrational alignment with my own desire, I will experience in all ways the fulfillment of that desire. There you are, daydreaming. Wishing on a star. Wanting, that's totally wrong book. Wanting it to be all nice and peachy. Card number 19. Peach releases stress and tension from your body, softening all hardness and dissolving any density, especially in the lungs and chest. It also brings gentleness, kindness and friendliness into your life, opening you to new possibilities and assisting you to attract prosperity. All peach-coloured sparks, all peach-coloured sparks. Allow peach-coloured sparks to cleanse away any stuckness and rejuvenate your lungs. Been speaking about this. I've been picking up on the lungs being quite congested. Okay. And we are going to end on Rumi. I've seen a synchronization of Rumi today. It was actually like a van that had been made into like, you know, a little home. And on the back of the driver's seat it said Rumi. I might sneeze. Okay. So let's see the message that Rumi wants to end today, because I feel like I've been recording for hours. We have Dance of the Divine Feminine. Should we find out what's going on with her? I believe in this message it doesn't mention the Divine Feminine apart from in the title. Okay. Don't judge a book by its cover. 42. Oh. Dance of the Divine Feminine. You listen out, because I might be wrong. I'm okay being wrong. I don't think I am. If a tree could move from one place to another, it would not suffer the pain of the sore or the oppressive wounds. If the sun and the moon stood still like the rocks, they could not offer brilliance. How bitter the taste of water would be if the river stopped its flow, remaining still like seawater. When the seawater rises to become a cloud, it loses bitterness and pours the rain of sweetness. I have given you only a few examples. You can figure out the rest. I love it. Break away from the self and enter the kingdom of love. That's just too funny. The Divine Feminine, it's the dance of the Divine Feminine. I have given you only a few examples. You can figure out the rest. Break away from the self and enter the kingdom of love. Rumi. How can your feet bear to be still when the music is so lush and inviting? How can you hold yourself back from the tide of love when the horizon looms so vast and exciting? How can you not arch your back and respond with ecstasy to the lover's touch, saying in absolute submission, yes, more? You are made to move and grow, to love and flow. Even mountains change. Surrender the stodgy ways of the mind and become willing to dance to the great orchestrations of love. Ready? You're already doing it, Divine Masculine. You're in a swirling dance with the Divine Feminine. You may feel unsettled, beloved, as though the ground beneath you is not so solid. You may touch it to see. Is it moving? Of course, it is hurtling through the sky, spinning, tilted on its axis. It's amazing you aren't passed out on the floor in utter dizziness. Yet, you stand there, imagining you have a choice of not moving. What funny foolishness. Let us laugh about it together. How can you even imagine it? Only through some misplaced fear. It is such a small craziness, really. You can cast it off, that small crazy fear. Let it return to the Earth Mother to become fertiliser for the far grander and more exciting insanity of divine love instead. Give up that tiny insanity in favour of the greater craziness of love. You cannot be unmoved by it. The rhythm of life will get you shaking your hips eventually. How could you not become entranced by the gleaming dance floor, shimmering with possibility and invitation? This oracle comes to you with guidance. Your life may feel as though it is being tipped upside down. Perhaps you feel as though the great beloved, in a feisty mood, has grabbed your ankles, is holding you upside down and shaking you wildly until your skirt is over your head or the pockets of your pants become freed of their contents, keys and wallet dropping to the floor in disarray. Your hair is messy, your bottom is in the air, and your sense of orientation is nowhere to be found. Blood is rushing to your head, and goodness knows you just want to be put down to have a moment to come to your senses. So the beloved will give you that gift. But don't imagine it will last for too long. The great beloved esteems you capable of so much more than being sure-footed and sensible. You are capable of more whirling and stumbling whilst inspired by the music of the spheres. If you just accept the great invitation to dance, there won't be so much tough housing going on. It won't be needed because your hair will already be in a mess. Your blood will already be pumping, and you'll be sweating, laughing, smiling and dancing. The great beloved will be alive in you, which is all that grand seducer ever wanted in the first place, even with all the jokes and horseplay. Disarrayed and dishevelled by the divine beloved, you are able to break out of a too ordinary world. You will explore the delightful consequences of rocked boats and upset apple carts being swept away by love as you dare to dream bolder and bolder dreams for yourself and the world. There is bigger magic for you to weave this lifetime. Prosatic priorities inherited from the world are stuff and nonsense. It is the priorities of the heart that matter to you. If you are ever so right, if you are ever to right yourself, if you're ever so right, okay? If you are ever to right yourself whilst the beloved is tipping you upside down like a soaring bird in most impressive aerial dynamics, it will be through establishing right priorities, the priorities of your own heart. So ask your heart what matters most and attend to that. Soon you'll be able to find your orientation, even if everything you have once held on to appears to be shimmering and insubstantial, a mere dance of light rather than solid ground. This will become so easy for you because your orientation will flow from within, from the heart, and no matter what shifts and changes take place around you, your centre will remain strong. This is what the beloved wants for you. Such peace and relief it shall bring to you. But perhaps some shaking about is required first, in case you are reluctant to give up some mainstays, unaware of how much they drain life away from your heart centre. This oracle brings you this message also. There is something that you are holding on to, a person, a place, a thing, a belief, a vision, and you need to let it go because it wants to grow. It may grow and change into something utterly different, or it may grow into exactly what you are imagining. Whichever outcome, growth is happening, and you'll find you enjoy the way much more, with greater flow and support, and less bashing of your head against the proverbial brick wall, if you can let it happen. Don't worry if it seems as though your world is coming to an end, or you are losing something you once loved. This is just a shaking about of the great beloved to lead you into a deeper, sweeter dance of divine being and becoming. Put your focus into your heart and realise you are more ready than you think. Now shake those hips, stamp those feet, close your eyes and clap your hands. There, that's better already. Okay, I'm off. I will catch you guys later. Have yourself a fantastic day. Much love. Bye for now.